Alright guys, I'm back, and here we go with more Let's Play Ocarina of Time. And as you can see, I equipped the Deku shield we got in the last episode. If you want to see the great Deku tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Yeah? What's that? Will you have a Deku shield? And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief! Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the great Deku tree, huh? Grumble. Okay. Anyways. Well, how's your guys' weekend been going? Mine's been pretty good. 3 days. Still. This is going to be our first item we pick up. It's a Deku stick. You just get them by killing plants and, well, looking around. Mostly just killing those plants though. You don't need these a lot, but you will need them sometimes in the game. They're a pretty reoccurring item. No waste of time. Alright. So we get to talk to a tree with a mustache. Great Deku tree. I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Josh, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the great Deku tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Josh, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Yes. Then enter, brave Josh, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Josh. And Josh, when Navi speaks, use up to listen well to her words of wisdom. Back to the happy mood. But anyways, what did you guys do this weekend? I actually just got finished playing Skyward Sword. It was a really great game, another game by Nintendo, and it's another of the Zelda series. Which I probably should go and read the rest of the ending credits because there's a little side thing to it, I think, or something. I don't know. But all I see is words that I can click A on, and I'm not there yet. But yeah. Anyways. What we're going to do first is we're just going to climb. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb. Yeah. Never would have guessed. Anyways. What we're going to do is just going to go ahead up here. This is not a very complicated temple at all. I can finish this and I could probably finish it in this episode. Not sure, but probably. But let's try. We only have 12 minutes left. So, we'll go ahead and try. I mean, ain't gonna be that hard. We got the dungeon map. Press start to get into subscreens and look at the map subscreen. Blue chambers are places you have already visited. Your current location is the flashing room. Move up and down to select the floor to view. Stop. Alright, so we're just going to keep on going up because obviously there's spiders on the vines, and yes, I know I can open the door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. She doesn't shut up. Maybe then I can get to the temple. Right, so that's all you have to do to these. Just put out your shield while targeting with Z, and you can run up to them, and they'll ask for forgiveness. When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold analog stick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land, and you won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work, though. If the cliff is really, really high, well, try it if you are feeling bold. Haha. Alright, so one easy thing to do here, just not to be complicated, is just jump down and climb right up these vines. So we'll go ahead and get what treasure lies in this chest. You found the fairy slingshot. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I really don't care. C buttons, whatever. Yes. If you want to shoot right away, then you first press Z and then hold down C a little longer to get a seed ready. Yeah, we know. Anyways. So, while you should just go up here and get what's in this little chest, up on this little side of cove. You got a recovery heart. Your life energy is recovered. Yeah, obviously. But see, what you can do is I'll just show this just to display the slingshot. Is you can just go ahead and knock down this, target it, shoot it, it's falling down. And what I was going to do is just hop across like that. You usually do that just to get across the first time, but it's not really necessary. But it doesn't really matter in any case, but we'll just keep on going. So now, you can actually knock down these spiders. I'll get a little closer to this one. And these are Deku seeds, the ammo you use for the slingshot that you can just pick up by cutting bushes or fighting monsters. Nothing too difficult. So once I knock down this last guy, we'll just adventure our way up the vines like we usually would. So just keep climbing and climbing and climbing and oh. But anyways, what we're actually going to do is just keep going around and around and around and around until you see the little end. Then you can just hop down all normal. And now you can actually go through this door. Since this is, of course, a, 4-level, I think it's a 4-level dungeon. I mean, by levels, I mean floors. But, anyhow. So. That is not what I actually had planned. But anyways, since that happened, I'm gonna just climb right back up and step on the pedestal again and just go across. There, got a little bit of better aim this time. So I can just go across and get the treasure chest out of weight without smacking my head off. And you found the compass. Now you can see the locations of many hidden things in the dungeon, which is just chests. You can find these in about every single dungeon, so it's not very too exciting. But before we leave, what we'll do is we'll go over and get this little extra item that we will need for later purposes. It's called a Scatula token. And how you get these is by shooting these little pests. Well, not by them. And then you must kill the little stalker. And you destroy golden Scatula. That chest right there is only a heart, so it is not for us our needs. And you would, you stupid things, you would. Alright, so now like I said about the sticks, we will need them to get out of this room. So we'll catch this stick on fire, because we'll catch fire obviously, and just run right through and catch everything else on fire. And that opens the door, so I can continue. And as you see, gravity does have an effect in almost every video game, or at least most, but that's nevertheless. So what we have to do is end up killing the spider, and then jumping down. Because our weight will actually end up breaking this little web. And this web reveals a whole new level that we can explore. So I'll go ahead and build that, and we can get that as we explore. So I'll just go ahead and climb up. It doesn't look like I'm going to beat this temple on time for one episode, but that's to be expected. And I didn't make it. Anyways, what we have to do again is with fire. Nothing special. Fire catches the web on fire. So what we can have to do is jump and just grab the other skull tool. Again, this heart is just the recovery heart, so I'm not going to grab it at this point in time. But I will be grabbing more later. Not in this dungeon, of course, but later in the game when we actually need it. So this web catches fire, and if you don't roll or do something with your stick, it burns, and that can be quite annoying. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the correct, proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 20, or 23, 1, or whatever it said is the number. Do you think I'm a traitor? Well, yeah, I just gave away your headmaster's secret. But that's none of my concern. This room. After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Didn't that just spoil the whole puzzle? Anyways, what we do is we come down and hit this little time switch. And then we just go across the little raft that was set above the water. Since the water level lowers, we can get under the spikes in time to reach the other side of the platform. Now, as we cross, we can see another one of the skull tools, the big ones, that we can just simply take out by repeating the same order with your sword or either your sword. Either one will work. And the skull tool is gone. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A, while pressing the arrow stick towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. So we're just going to go ahead and push this forward. And that little beeping sound is of the water level that has dropped is now rising. So we'll just climb up here. No big deal. Just more plants. As you can see, it's another little puzzle. They start you out with easier puzzles and then move on to a lot more difficult ones. And they're a lot more. They take a lot more thought than the normal puzzles. So what we'll do is we'll just sit here and shoot him so he doesn't take first glance at us. And as you should, though, you should check out every room before you decide to venture further on. It doesn't look like I'm going to hit these. I hit one. I'll just show the other one on the ground just to show you what it looks like. Obviously, we're just going to chase it down. And 2 hits is all it takes. So, you see 2 passageways. One that's blocked with a plate in front of it. We cannot access that yet, but we will later, because we will need to get something from there later in the game. It's another skull tool. So we're just going to crawl right under here. And you see a little hole in the ground, but what do you think that hole is covered with? A web. Again, from the previous spot that we're at, we come up on the upper level. Interesting. So you see this block over here, and usually when there's blocks, they're meant to be pushed. Obviously, so we'll just go ahead and start pushing. And as we finally get this block down, we reach 15 minutes. That's about our video length, but it's nothing special. And as I at least attempt to try to get the whatever and the flames stuff, turn it over. And as you can see, the web disappears. But we're running out of time, so I'll show you guys what lies in the web next time on Let's Play Ocarina of Time.